The next trend that also arrived previous year but is gonna survive several years more as far as I can see are the cargo classic trousers. They became popular with younger girls, but now they're moving back to more classy styles, so it doesn't really matter how old are you. You can buy this kind of trousers and look great. So which trousers is better to choose? An oversized roomy ones in calm colors like an olive green, white, beige, khaki. Regarding the styles, it's better to buy the ones which are more straight and wide, and the materials also whatever material you like, whatever you feel comfortable with. They also can be dressed up or down depending on what look do you want to achieve. You can wear them with the blazer, t-shirt, with the tank top, with the heels, sneakers, any of your favorite pair of shoes can work. These trousers are perfect for people who like both comfort and style. They have a little bit more casual vibe than the pleated trousers, and they add a little bit of trendy edginess. So if you feel like you want something more interesting, you can choose the cargo pants. Let's see the cargo pants that I prepared for you. In COS we have an option in black, but it's a linen mix, so I think it's gonna be okay for summer. I really like the shape, kind of triangle shape, wide leg, also with this pocket. These cargos are very subtle, so you can wear them in the office without any problems. The price is also 135 as the other COS trousers. Here you can see the material, a typical linen one with pockets. They pair it with this vest, and you also can pair it with the other vest of the suit that we saw before. Then the ones that I really like are from Frankie Shop. You can buy them on Net-a-Porter. Here you can see how do they look like. 225, also not that expensive. They also have video available. Pleated white pants. I also like the version in army green, this one. What is the composition? Let's check it out. Polyester. The material is not that summerish, but for spring I think that they're gonna be fine. It depends on where do you live, so maybe for some of you it's not the best option, but even in Barcelona it could be okay for now. And these are the last ones that I found for you from ASOS, a less expensive version. These ones are more relaxed, more for young people, maybe not the best option for the office, but they're still nice, nothing too crazy. They also have linen in their composition, so if you want something a little bit cheaper, it may be a good option. If you don't want this kind of sexy look that ASOS likes, just don't pair it with this short t-shirt. Choose the normal one. The next trend that I don't really like, it's my least favorite trend from all trends that I'm gonna talk about, are the saturated flowers. As always in spring, you can see tons of flowers everywhere, and this season these flowers, they have to be very saturated and visible. I think that it's just to make something different, but finally there are still flowers. For myself, I would only buy something with flowers if they're very small, or if they are very artsy, like with paintings, not like the real flowers. And for me, the flower dress is a little bit too feminine. But if you like this kind of style, this season you can just choose whatever big and saturated flowers possible. And let's see what do the brands have. I don't think that COS has any flower dresses, but let's check it out. As I already mentioned, this trend is not my favorite, but I didn't want to show you something that I personally don't like. That's why these dresses are a little bit more subtle. I checked the Reformation, which is typical for dresses, but I didn't like any of these dresses. And COS also didn't have any flower dresses. So now I'm gonna show you the ones that I like, and they're from We Concept Story, which is one of my favorites. More romantic flower dresses. For example, this one. A lot of them, they're also on discount. It's not necessary to pair these dresses with everything romantic like here. The best option for me is with the lace black boots, for example, and something more grungy. In this case, this dress is gonna look not that girlish. Here you can see the next one. I really like that it has this kind of vintage vibes, and the color of the dress, it's not that typical, and also this color, very nice, but I also wouldn't pair it with the hat and these shoes. I would definitely mix it with something more rock or grungy. And here's the other dress. I really like that it is not as typical flower dress as you normally can see. It's very different, and yes, here the flowers are quite saturated, very bright and very big, so this is definitely a very trendy one, but the shape is very simple and minimalistic, which is amazing. So I can tell that this dress is not that bad. I would definitely buy it for myself. And here is the last one. It also has these small flowers and a little bit of vintage vibe. Small buttons. This one doesn't have the white color, but it still has a collar with ruffles. Also the same, I wouldn't pair it with all this romantic stuff. I like the contrast of the red flowers and the pale yellow dress. I think it's cute. The previous one was the list of my favorites, and this one is one of my favorites, and it's a trench coat. And as I already told you in my wardrobe essentials, that unfortunately Barcelona is not the best place for trenches. But if you live in the country where you have longer spring and autumn, a trench is definitely a must-have. There are tons of different updated models in the market with different details, different materials, different styles and multifunctional pockets. Let's see the trenches. Here is one that I liked from COS, a very simple one with a wide belt. Kind of military style. It also seems to have a good quality, very structured and tough material. Basically, it's a very classic trench that you will be able to wear, I don't know, in 100 years. It's definitely worth buying it. Price is also not that expensive and you have all sizes available. And a couple of trenches from We Concept. This is from Low Classic. I also have one trench from Low Classic and it's amazing. It's one of my favorite pieces in my wardrobe. Normally they are very oversized. This one is not as long as mine, but it still has to be long, I think. It's a very summerish trench, and I also like that it's not white. It's, what is the color name? Is cream. A very nice color that can suit everyone, basically. A lot of times the white is a little bit too much, and this kind of color is perfect. And look, that's nice that the price was 400 and now it's 293, so it's much cheaper. Here is the next one, also a very classic one, volume trench coat. It's a bit different. Normally the trenches have the other type of color, and this one is more classic, like I would sell 60s style, but still very long, which I love. And it has this amazing details in the sleeves. I would definitely buy this kind of trench for myself. It doesn't have any discount, but the price is not that bad. The only thing that it doesn't have any sizes is a lot of Korean brands, they only have one size, so I don't know if it's gonna be oversized enough, but looks like it. And I also wanted to find a trench which is different color, so I found this one in sage, I think, sage green, but also a classic style. This kind of trench I would tell that is for someone who already has a beige one, or who just likes color, because it's also not that hard to combine this kind of shaded colors. It also has one size and the price is really good, 169 euros, a very nice option. A white tank top. A classic white tank top is also one of my most used items, as it can be paired with any item in your wardrobe, as almost all other items that we were talking about except the flower dress. It's a bit sexier than a white t-shirt and very versatile. In spring and summer you can wear a tank top with a suiting or with denim shorts. You don't need to buy a white one. You also can buy beige, brown or grey, whatever basic color suits you more, that's your choice. Also try to search for sustainable white tanks. Normally they are a little bit more expensive, but not always, and they also live longer. The ones which are made from the recycled cotton or the other sustainable materials. A lot of times it makes much more sense to buy something in cream, because also you can wash it a lot of times and nothing is gonna happen. But if you wash a white one, in this case, after 3 washes, it's not gonna look the same. It's not always, it depends on how do you wash it, but especially the Zara ones or H&M. So this one is in cream and it has quite low stock, so if you want it, I would recommend you to buy it. And here we have the classic white, a normal tank top, $22. It's a good quality one, so it makes sense. COS has a very good quality, so don't hesitate to buy some basics from COS if you like quality but not overpriced items. And I'm not really promoting COS, I just really like it lately. Then I also found a nice one in Concept Store, very classic one. It looks like the girls are from 90s actually. A very nice model. It's a little bit more expensive though. And then we also have one from Net-a-Porter. It's not the classic one, it's an asymmetric tank top, but I also have one in black and I really love it. The material is very stiff and the quality is amazing. From one side is basic and from the other side is very interesting. And here you have one from 90%. This one is a little bit less expensive than the previous one. I really like how do they pair it with grungy look, ripped denim and a bomber jacket. So it's also a good option, this one. The button-up short is also a great item for your wardrobe. In this case, it also makes more sense to choose some basic colors like white, beige, blue or neutral green. The nice bonus is that if you don't have one, you can always steal it from your boyfriend, dad or grandpa wardrobe, and it even can be better than the one that you're gonna buy in the store. Or you also can find a nice one in the vintage store. Also, it's better to choose a men's one. And if you're worried about looking too big or chunky, just open the buttons and roll the sleeves and that's it. In general, the gender fluid items are very popular now, not only for women but also for men. So if your boyfriend wants to try your skirt, please allow it. The shirt can be the solid one, just a plain color, or the striped one. You can also use undyed fabric, especially linen is popular. So in this case it's more sustainable. And definitely it has to be oversized. Please don't buy any tight-fitting shorts. It's one of the worst items that you can have in your wardrobe now. A classic shirt. So again, we have some items from COS here. This is like a perfect button up. In Spain actually it's out of stock, so if you live in the United States you're lucky to have it available in all sizes. And I'm also gonna leave you the same one in different colors. I really like this one in pink, for example. I have the same one, 100% cotton. I also like this one in blue. I think that she's wearing a smaller size 6. Yeah, I would recommend you to buy bigger size, like for example for her like 10. Here it's a little bit better from the back, but this is too basic for me. Would be better if she wears a couple of sizes bigger. I also checked some linen shirts because the summer is coming. So this is the one in beige. The only thing that if you're very pale, in this case this color would not be the best for you. But in general this model is very nice. A long one, you can also wear it with the open buttons. I would wear with short top, crop top or tank top. And if you want you can also roll the sleeves to make the silhouette a little bit lighter. They also have a very nice one in green. It's a little bit shorter than the beige one. But this is an option, of course, is not as basic. And I also looked for some short sleeve shorts. For example, this one. I really like the fits that COS is doing for the short sleeve shorts. It's very flattering. And also this one is undyed, so they didn't use any color, which is also nice. And the last short sleeve shirt is this one in black. I also like this option. The fit is a little bit different. I think the color is smaller and the sleeves are shorter. Actually, I prefer the previous one, but this one is also nice, especially for people who always wear black. In this case, it's nice to have a linen version in summer. Thank you guys for watching. The next part of the trend is going to be about denim. Have a great week and take care.